Harry Kane!
In der Klassiker, we will examine how Dortmund attempted to neutralize Bayern's attacking power right from the front. Dortmund primarily maintain a 5-4-1 shape in the mid-third, shifting the entire block according to the ball's movement. In these situations, the player closest to the ball acts as the first defender. However, when the ball drops below the mid-third into deeper areas, they transition into a man-oriented press. If the centre-back plays a back pass to the goalkeeper, Dortmund step even higher, pushing forward collectively to apply pressure on the goalkeeper as well. Bayern's solution to Dortmund's high press was the proactive use of Goalkeeper. In this sequence, once Tar receives the ball, the opposition immediately step forward to apply pressure. Rather than forcing the play, he calmly recycles possession through Kimmich, who then plays a back pass to the goalkeeper. As an opposition midfielder jumps to press Kimmich, a central passing lane briefly opens. A Bayern midfielder moves into the central space to receive, recognizing the opportunity. Goalkeeper Jonas Urbik immediately identifies this and plays a direct pass into the receiver, allowing Bayern to bypass the first line of pressure. However, two defenders quickly close down the possessor, attempting to apply strong pressure. To draw the opposition further out, the ball is recycled once again back to Tar, who then returns it to Ulbik. At this moment, the opposition's first pressing line jumps forward aggressively to press the goalkeeper. As a result, 7 outfield players, excluding the back 3, are pulled into deeper pressing positions. To create space on the right side near the halfway line, the attacker initially positioned wide on the right moves inside, dragging his marker with him. This movement opens up the intended space. Recognizing the opportunity, Urbik delivers a long pass into the newly created space. Olise receives the ball completely free, allowing Bayern to progress the attack. Bayern's second build-up strategy involved dropping an attacker into a deeper position to draw out the opposition defenders. Once again, the opposition organized themselves in a 5-4-1 mid-block. To draw the block out, the initial possessor carries the ball backward, inviting pressure. As the opposition step forward, Lima subtly drops to create a new passing lane. After receiving, Lima quickly plays into Diaz and immediately advances into the space Diaz has vacated. Diaz, now positioned on the left flank, drives deeper with the ball to pull the opposing defender down the pitch. This movement creates newly exposed space behind the defensive line on the left side. Diaz then recycles possession backward to the defense. With the defender dragged deep by Diaz's movement, Lima aggressively attacks the vacated space. Recognizing the timing, the defender delivers a long ball into the space in behind. In the next situation, the opposition shift their block toward the left, following the movement of the possessor. The ball is circulated to Upamecano, and simultaneously, Kane drops deep below the halfway line into the left side area. His movement pulls a defender out, temporarily transforming the opposition's back 5 into a back 4. Upamecano exploits the newly opened left side space. As intended, Bayern successfully overload the left side, forcing the entire defensive block to shift across. With one defender stepping out of the back line, the far side becomes completely free. From there, Kane switches play with a direct long ball toward the right flank. Olise receives in space and immediately exploits the free area using his dynamic superiority.
Here for Elise is a thing of beauty.
How did Dortmund attempt to contain Bayern's attack in the defensive third? Dortmund maintain a 5-4-1 low block inside their defensive third. When the ball is circulated toward the right side, the entire block shifts compactly in that direction to protect central access and limit penetration. Bayern's attacking strategy is structurally simple. Flood the final third with multiple runners and sustain wave after wave of pressure. In this sequence, Bayern commits 7 players into the final third, leaving only 3 rest defenders behind. The attackers are positioned narrowly, creating a deliberate central overload designed to disrupt the opposition's defensive organization. As a result, the opposition are forced to collapse centrally. This opens space on the right side of the box, where the possessor finds Olise. Despite facing intense pressure, Olise uses his dynamic superiority to beat his marker and deliver a cross toward the far post area. Inside the 6-yard box, the defenders are fully focused on tightly marking the central attackers. Among the 2 players positioned for the second ball, only one is tracked. Although the initial cross is cleared with a header, it does not travel far. The loose ball drops to Kimmich, who remains completely unmarked at the edge of the area. He reacts instantly and converts with a first-time finish. In this sequence, Stanisic plays into nearby Kimmich and immediately accelerates toward the right flank. At the same time, Olise makes a curved run toward the central area, dragging a defender inside and creating space on the outside. This movement forces the entire defensive block to collapse centrally. Recognizing the space created on the right, Stanisic continues his forward run, and Kimmich finds him with a well-timed pass. At this moment, Bayern commit 8 players into the final third, leaving only 2 rest defenders behind. A fully committed and high-risk overload. Stanisic attempts to deliver quickly into the central attackers, but the cross is blocked. However, Kimmich reacts first and regains possession. As 4 defenders converge toward Kimmich in an attempt to win the ball, space opens up behind them. Gnabry instantly recognizes the moment and penetrates into the vacated space. Kimmich times the pass perfectly, threading it into the exposed gap. With the defensive line already broken, recovery becomes impossible. Gnabry squares the ball to Kane, who finishes decisively.